Alice and I are always looking to be more healthy, and we were just talking about how fasting is one of the best ways to do that, but it's so hard. But the great thing about Prolon is that's not what you're doing. It's not that you're not eating for 5 days. Instead, you're using their science-backed program to convince your body you're fasting.
You guys, this 5-day program really is amazing. It comes beautifully packaged and it does all the thinking for you. Each day is its own box. And by following their program, I know I just feel so much better. And I can't wait to experience Prolong Next Gen and continue to see results. For a limited time, you can be first in line to experience the new Next Gen at special savings. Prolong is offering the Prosecutors listeners 15% off site-wide plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/prosecutors. That's PROLONLIFE.com/prosecutors to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. prolonlife.com/prosecutors.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Alice.
And we are the Prosecutors. Today on the Prosecutors, CrimeCon 2024 and bloopers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The Prosecutors. I'm Brett, and I'm joined, as always, by my exhausted co-host, Alice.
I am a bit sloth-like today, but not because I'm just exhausted from an amazing CrimeCon, because Sophie made these incredible Slothacutors shirts, which are us, not personified, animalified, slothified as sloths, and it is an awesome shirt. But yes, I am exhausted, you guys, because you wore us out at CrimeCon, but in the best way possible.
I gotta say, you've been to 4. I had to miss the first one in Austin because that's when my baby boy was being born, who was actually at this CrimeCon, and everybody sang happy birthday to him at the bar because 3-year-old in a bar, that's the way it goes. And that was awesome.
Look, that is the only way to celebrate your 3rd birthday is at CrimeCon with a bunch of strangers at a bar.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, that's basically what CrimeCon is a bunch of strangers at a bar and other things. But we've been to Austin. My first one was Las Vegas, Orlando, and then this one. To me, this one was the best yet. It was so great. It was so great getting to see so many of you out there and getting to meet you, even if only for a few minutes. And I always felt bad that we didn't have more time to spend with you guys. But I will say this. Number one, mine was very smooth. Alice, your CrimeCon experience was also very smooth, right?
The opposite. I mean, look, I'm not a complainer and I'm not here to complain because I had the best time at CrimeCon. I'm hoping in about 6 months when I look back at CrimeCon, all I remember is meeting all you fantastic people. But did it get off to a rocky start? And it ended a bit rocky as well.
Tell us about how it started, Alice.
So I wanted to get there on Thursday night. Thursday night, it's like the kickoff party. Brett's hanging out at the bar by himself. We all know what happens when he's at a bar by himself. So I'm calling him like I'm driving there, but I was doing bedtime. I miss my kids. So I did bedtime, started driving, which meant it got me to CrimeCon or the hotel at 1:30 in the morning. It's fine. I'm a night owl. No big deal. But I show up and there are people who should not be out in the lobby. They're drunk, they're tired, they're angry, yelling obscenities because they're upset about whatever. I'm like, look, I just want a room. I'm not going to be like those people yelling. Let me just get a room. So I check in. They're very nice. Y'all. So this hotel was massive. It had like multiple wings, like in Beauty and the Beast. It had multiple parking lots for the multiple wings. So you had to like get back in your car. You trek like a mile to get, to the different wings. So I have all my bags. I've been driving for many hours. It's the middle of the night and they give me my keys and there's some lady behind me who's still screaming because she doesn't like her room. I'm just like, just give me a room. It's okay. And I feel bad for the people behind the counter because they're getting yelled at 1:30 in the morning. So I get my stuff, get in the car, drive to my parking lot for my wing. And my key doesn't let me in. And I was like, okay, whatever. Drive back. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Give me a new key. But if it doesn't work, just call like emergency and they'll let you in. And I was like, all right. So I drive all the way back. Key doesn't work. I call the red number, the emergency number. They let me in. Great. I park my car. There's no parking spots. So I double park, really hoping not to get towed. And my key badges me into the wing. Great start. About to be in bed. This is going to be awesome. And I walk and I have all my bags with me and all our like gear for Podcast Row. And I walk up to my room and I look down at my little tag thing and I look at the room number and it's the correct room. It's the correct wing. Everything is correct. And I see a little privacy sign on the door. Like someone's put a privacy sign on the door. And I was like, I'm going to use my lawyer training. But this room is occupied. And so I was like, but I have to walk like a mile back to the front desk. I really don't want to walk a mile back. So I was like standing there in the middle of the hallway. Like if you saw security footage, you probably were like, what's she doing? She thinking about breaking in. And I was thinking about breaking in. And so I was like, well, let's just see what my key does. So I like badged it and it like kind of went between green and yellow. It was really weird. It like flashed green and yellow. And I was like, nope. I take my stuff and I start running down the hall before someone comes out and tries to shoot me. So someone was definitely in the room they gave me. They apologized profusely. And then I got another room and it was fine. It was totally fine. I did not walk in. I did not walk into the hotel room, but someone was definitely
And despite that experience on Friday, Alice was up and at 'em. Friday's really when CrimeCon starts. You can get there on Thursday. And I got to tell you, it's funny. I missed Austin, like I said. My understanding from Alice is when we went to Austin, there was like one person who knew who we were.
And I think someone paid them as a prank to be like, that girl looks sad. Just tell her you listened to her podcast.
And then, in Vegas, there were a few more. And then in Orlando, it was kind of wild. But this year, I don't know if it was just because there were more people there or because it was smaller, but it was just crazy. We met so many of you guys. I mean, we brought how many? 1,000 koozies. We gave them all away. Pins.
By like 8 hours on Podcast Row, our 1,000 koozies were gone.
Our pins, our bottle openers, everything. It's just gone. It was wild. And we took so many pictures. And you guys, I mean, I'm just blown away by how kind you guys were. People brought us gifts. I'm actually drinking one of those gifts right now. It's called Cinder and Smoke, because yes, people did bring me bourbon, and I very much appreciated that. Cammie and Jason, thank you guys. This is just as good as you said it was. I know I've got more bourbons to drink, and I promise you, I will get to them. But I started with Cinder and Smoke, candy, chocolate. I probably lost
Gummy
10
bears?
pounds.
You guys, y'all, you were trying to get us into diabetic shock in a great way. That was so much candy.
My post-CrimeCon 20 is going to be a real thing. Because I got so much food to eat. It's amazing. Cookies.
And I'm wearing my Taylor Swift-esque prosecutor's friendship bracelet. Thank you, guys. You made us bracelets.
Nice. Yeah, and it was, we had a great time. We didn't really we can't comment too much on the programming because we didn't get to go to any of it. I did make it to the Missing Murdered Indigenous Women program and was able to connect with a lady who does that. And hopefully that will lead to us being able to do more of those cases in the future. So I'm really excited about that. We met, who were the folks from, it wasn't Othram, though we saw Othram.
Gen Match.
Jed Match.
Genetic Match.
Yeah, whatever
Jed
they are.
or Gen Match.
They're going to come on.
They're going to come on the show. We'll have them on the show. Because they can explain to us the first, private database for law enforcement.
Yeah.
Because there's all these 23andMe, but now, it makes sense. Jed Match. I got confused because I was like, is it your GED? But it's not. It's the Jed.
I met Jesse Miskelly's lawyer. Might have talk to him about coming on the show if we ever do West Memphis 3.
We saw our friends at Othram again.
We did.
Which was so wonderful. They were busy too, so we barely got to see them.
We were right next to Heather Ashley, which was awesome.
Which is, whoever is in charge of putting us next to Heather Ashley loves us, because it's so much fun to sit next to Heather Ashley for like 3 days straight and hear her commentary nonstop.
As I started to show up.
It's as funny as you think.
So I took all the stuff and I left it there Friday morning. And then I went to the water park with my kids because it doesn't open until noon. So I get there at like 10 minutes till noon. And Heather is like arranging our table and putting all the koozies out and everything. Because that's who she is. She's awesome. If you guys aren't listening to Big Mad True Crime, you should. Just because she's great.
And she saved me because I talked so much on Friday that I lost, like, had no voice whatsoever on Saturday. And she came over and like gave me all these cough drops and my voice was back by like an hour after Podcast Row had started. Heather Ashley is just a miracle worker. I think we all know this.
Yeah.
In addition to being a fantastic podcaster.
And she had your face on her shirt on Saturday.
And she wore a Team Alice shirt. Who does that, y'all? That is podcast love.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's great. And we got to hang out with a lot of other really cool people. We had a great time. At the Clue Awards, we got to give an award, which was great. That was a lot of fun. We didn't win this year, but our friends from Date with Dateline won, and they were fantastic. We got to meet them. They were so excited, so I was very happy for them.
It was really cute.
But we're coming for them in Denver, though,
won.
I got to say. We have to reclaim the crown, so you guys need to start working on that.
All right, so those of you who are at CrimeCon know that we talked about a potential October activity that I'll actually enjoy this year, and that would be the October heist to get me the Clue Award from behind Brett. So you guys, you get to watch us during these lives. You need to come up with the best heist ever that when he least expects it. I'm coming for it, Brett.
See, what Alice isn't telling you is she now has a Clue Award.
I really do. Thanks to Joel.
Yeah, Joel made her one.
Joel 3D printed a Clue Award and it looks exactly the same. Like, I don't understand how you did that.
It's amazing.
That was so awesome.
It's amazing. So, yeah, it was awesome. We could talk about it for a while. And one thing I do want to say, if you're out there and you're wondering whether or not to do it, it can be expensive. Obviously, staying in a city can be expensive. the everything in the hotel was expensive. It was ridiculously expensive. But there's two things I'll say about it. Number one, it's a lot of fun. You're going to meet a lot of people. The podcast you listen to, most of those people will be there, and they are so excited to see you because that's why they're there. And I think one of the great things about folks in true crime, it seems like at least, is they understand that without you, there are no shows, and they're just as excited to see you. We were just as excited to see you as you were to see us. That's the first thing. The second thing, I think some people have the misimpression that CrimeCon is somehow like a celebration of serial killers or something like that. And it's not at all. What it's really a celebration of is justice and victims and helping to solve cases and to get justice for victims. And what you see a lot of are people who are there advocating so that their cases can be covered and their loved ones can find the same kind of exposure that we've seen solve cases again and again.
I mean, truly, you had family members and friends walking around with these incredible, what I will just call an investigative file with their contact information, with like QR codes to more information, case files copied and pasted in there with pictures of their loved ones to pass out to podcasters and other content creators in hopes that someone will cover their loved ones. And it also was a celebration, really, of the resiliency of the loved ones of these victims who will not give up, who are seeking justice, and who are not only self-focused on the tragedy that they've endured, but they want to make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else. So that's advocating for new laws that can, help prevent whatever happened to their loved ones, to access to more information, to making sure that people understand how their justice system works, because we need a functioning justice system to prevent these types of crimes. And I think you really saw it on full display, not just in the programming, but in the way people talked to each other. I was talking to someone who was eating, at one of the restaurants in this massive hotel, and they were telling me, their server said, what is this convention or conference you guys are at? Because this has been the nicest group of people we've like ever served. Like people were courteous. They, you know, because there were thousands of people, of course the servers were running behind, but no one was losing their temper. No one was, you know, demanding things. And instead everyone was incredibly compassionate, which was just so awesome. And certainly my experience of the folks at CrimeCon. So if you were there, it was great. I hope we got to meet. It was great to spend the weekend with you. If you're thinking about going to Denver, I hope you do, because I think you will learn a lot. You will meet a lot of people who will probably become friends, more so than just internet friends, people you will keep in contact with and maybe even collaborate with to do something for either a podcast or for some case that you both feel passionate about.
And we will be there in Denver, Lord willing, and creeks don't rise, as they say in Alabama. And we want you guys to join us. They haven't given us a code yet. I'm sure it'll be prosecutors. That's what it's been the last few years. They get you 10% off. I think right now, I'm not sure exactly. They had a sale at CrimeCon that was a really good sale, and you could get the tickets for pretty cheap. At some point, they'll go back on sale, and I think they're the cheapest they are then, but if you miss them then you start using the codes. I'm not exactly sure. Put in our code. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It'll work eventually. But whatever the case, find your way to Denver. We'll be there. We want to see you there. And I promise you, you will, ask the folks who went. I mean, it flew by. We had so much fun. And after it was over, we were all like, man, I wish we could just keep doing this for a little bit longer. Though it was exhausting. I was glad to sleep. But we hope you guys will come. Now, because you don't want to just listen to us wax poetic about CrimeCon. So instead, we haven't done bloopers in a long time, and we have a lot.
And it was actually requested by many of you when we were at CrimeCon to do more bloopers because apparently we're blooper-tastic.
Yeah, and we're prone to bloopers. We're definitely that. So I hope you guys enjoy these bloopers, and we will talk to you soon. I want y'all to know Alice doesn't feel well, but she's powering through for you.
It's only like a smidge of a fever, you know. You can power through. But if I say something kind of crazy, it might be because that fever has reached a new height.
Yeah. I can kind of hear in your voice. You sound like you're a little under the weather.
Do you really? I can't hear it, but
just a little. Just a little. Not bad or anything.
You know,
just saying.
I do what I can.
You're amazing. You're amazing. You're the
So
best.
are you.
All right. Well, we won't chit chat. We'll just get started.
That's okay. I love chit chatting with you.
I know, but I don't want you to be. I want you to
so
not feel well. Okay, here we go. You ready? Everybody in the chat ready? Ready. Okay, here we go.
Record. I'm gonna do a real quick PSA in case anyone needs to know this.
Okay.
La. Is if your child or you, I don't know if this affects adults, gets the flu and then a few days later forgets how to walk, you don't have cancer. It is a muscle breakdown that could affect your kidneys. That's why we were in the ER, because they were afraid he had kidney failure. But he just stopped. He literally stood up from bed and fell over. And I was like, that's weird. And propped him back up and he fell back over. And I was like, that's not supposed to be normal. So don't worry, guys. If your kids forget how to walk, it's probably this muscle breakdown. You just need a CK test. We had to get blood drawn twice. He's fine. He can walk again. But it's kind of crazy when your kid who's been walking for 3 years forgets how to walk all of a sudden.
That happened to me when I had scarlet fever.
Were you a kid?
Able to walk. Yeah, I was like 6 or so.
So maybe it's a kid thing. I don't know of any adults that this happens to. But yeah, Joe, I agree. People complain about us being sick. I think it's the other way around. Thanks for recording when you're sick.
I know, seriously.
Are you kidding me? I'd rather be in bed right now, which I have been most all day, but I am upright today for you.
Yeah, the complaining is just never enough. So you just have to not worry about it. I mean, it's totally true. The best way to deal with complaints is just to ignore them. I would like to say you want to take, constructive criticism, but there's so little constructive criticism.
There's
the better
no
way to do it is just to ignore it.
Yeah. If your purpose is just to like troll all day long, this is just what I imagine. Someone like literally in their basement, like, ha ha ha, I hope your day sucks now because my day sucks. And I just want to be like,
exactly.
Do you need a hug? Like, sounds like you need a hug. Okay. Anyways.
Alice only has so many words she can say.
It's true. I might gasp for breath, but don't worry. I'm pretty sure my O2 levels are sustainable. Okay.
Got it, Alice.
I'm recording. Yep. Okay. Let me think of a word for you.
Not sick.
Not sick. Yeah. I can't think of words. Okay.
On
real quick,
whether or not.
I think I said
Go ahead.
403B, and I was thinking about like IRAs and retirement funds. I meant to say 404B.
Yes. We know, Alice. Alice, you're doing great, Alice. You're
Thanks.
doing great.
I just got to correct the record because I was like, I was dealing with taxes today, so I was like thinking about IRAs.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go live while you cough.
No, I'm not coughing at all.
Mm-hmm.
It did take me a while because I had to go get extra tissues because yesterday I didn't have tissues, and I was like trying to,
I see.
Okay.
How's your
hearing?
temperature? Well, hearing.
I don't
guess,
think
is
I'm
important,
sweating
too.
right now, so if I'm not sweating, I'm probably not feverish.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Before I'm not sick, I really do need to read the 1-star reviews about how it always sounds like she has a sinus infection.
You do.
Because I'm going to be like, always sounds like she has a sinus infection.
Yeah. I thought about that as I was collecting those.
No, that was beautiful. I just been too sick to do them.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Hi, James Gibbons.
I feel like the blue turtleneck's going to become like my tiger red on Sundays. I need to just pull it out for like the best stuff.
It's going to be hard in the summer, all the turtlenecks.
I know it'll be hot.
You could have a dickie that's a turtleneck.
What's a dickie?
A dickie is like where it looks like it's a collared shirt with a vest, but it's just a collar. It's from... So Tina Fey made a hilarious joke about it in 30 Rock. She's like, joke's on you, I'm wearing a dickie. And she like opens up her shirt and it's just like literally a collar. So it's like not really a shirt.
You were a big fan of 30 Rock.
In
I
this
never
context
really watched it.
would be just a turtleneck and then like a muscle tee underneath.
Show off all my muscles, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, let's, anyway. Alice is going to try and get through this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. She's going to get all her coughing out right now.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, we celebrated Valentine's Day today at our school. Not because they're trying to observe Ash Wednesday tomorrow, but because they have too many activities tomorrow. Like they have music class and, the gymnastics stuff. And I was like, all right, it's just got to have parties. And okay, I don't know about
Allison
you.
sees it. You do look amazing. I told her it's like in the Victorian era where like people had tuberculosis and stuff and it made them look beautiful. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I mean, it might have been. I was saying that maybe it's like evolutionarily, the virus is trying to make you look attractive so you procreate before it kills you.
Maybe. Yeah. Anyway.
Justine,
Beauty tips from Alice.
It's not a fancy school. The gymnastics stuff is quite literally an old school bus that's been
It's amazing.
painted.
My kids love it.
Yeah, it's like, it's not fancy. It's the opposite of fancy. It looks like a attractive nuisance of a tort waiting to happen because it's just a metal bus with all the seats taken out of it and like gymnastics wear that is much too dangerous for kids to play on, and then they put all the kids in there and close the door and they're like, go do gymnastics.
Like Fridays it comes to our kids' school.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's fun. The tumble bus, yeah.
So it's called the Big Green Bus.
Well, ours is no longer.
Yeah, no.
The Big Green Bus lost the contract.
If we lost the Big Green Bus, I don't think my son
Well, now
would
we
ever
have
recover.
Jungle Gym, so you can see how there's a lot of trademark issues happening over here. Anyways, and happy Mardi Gras, happy Fat Tuesday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. I'm actually supposed to be at a ball tonight, but I'm here with you guys.
I'm sure You only skipped the ball because you wanted to do this recording. Is that right?
You know, I've only ever gone to these balls sick, and I always, people are afterwards like, man, I got so sick after going to that event. And I was like, yeah, it definitely wasn't me who got you sick. So today I am helping them by being here.
This is how I know I'm old, because I hate those things. It's like you go and they do stupid stuff, and then you drink a lot, and it's just like, whatever. This is ridiculous.
Okay, we better start recording, because this is a fun episode. And I do have a lot of questions for you.
You have a lot of questions? Well, I have a lot of answers. Okay, well, here we go.
You probably do have a lot of answers.
You ready? Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. Anyways. We're all about Mardi Gras in Montgomery. Don't ask me why. I don't know.
You know, the original Mardi Gras started in Mobile, Alabama, not New Orleans. Look,
which is not that close to Montgomery. So
it's not that close to Montgomery.
I understand Mobile, but
New Orleans, I don't really understand my parents' life choices. They took me to my first Mardi Gras in New Orleans when I was like 6. Really not okay. And by the way, I mean, I think I can talk about this because it's like statute of limitations is passed. But my older brother was like 9. He wasn't of age.
He also learned a lot.
And he freaking drank an entire yard dog and obviously got very drunk. And he was 9 years old.
That's a lot.
And he didn't know. He thought he was drinking like a punch. And the adults just let it happen. And when I look back on that, I'm like, guys, that was highly irresponsible.
I mean, you know, I put milk punch in my kids' bottles. They don't drink milk. They drink milk and bourbon combined together. You want to start them young, right?
Yeah, very different than an entire yard dog in the French Quarter. But anyways.
Anyway, here we go. You okay? You gonna make it?
Yeah.
All right.
Killing it.
There you go.
By the way, we do have ads today. Before we do that, I wanted to just go blow my nose, and then I'll
go blow your nose. We got to answer a question anyway. Go blow your nose.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. See, this is what you guys are paying the extra money for. Is this Alice blowing her nose? Congratulations to all of you. You made a good investment. I always felt like rabies was the best precursor to a zombie outbreak. Those of you who've seen Wreck, that's what causes the zombie outbreak in that. So that's really good. Because you have 2 forms of rabies. One which essentially puts you in a coma, but the other one which is like aggressive, where you actually try and bite other people. Like it causes you to try and transmit the rabies. So this is my Kraken hat. You see it's got a little red eye? You see it? That's its red eye. Yeah. Seattle hockey team, the Kraken. And as soon as they announced the name, I bought this hat for this very reason. REC, Wreck, like record. It's a found footage horror movie.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Whenever I leave town, I have to really check my levels because this closet ain't protected. Yeah. Guys, okay, did anyone else see the total eclipse? Because I was in Dallas and it was incredible. I knew it was going to be amazing, and it was as amazing as I thought it was going to be. When you watch it, totally eclipse, the whole, where I was standing, there were a bunch of people just because everyone that comes out of the buildings to watch, just started it was so great. It was a great moment of humanity. But anyways.
You got a little dark here.
I know. Well, here's the crazy thing. This is how powerful the sun is, right? It doesn't get dark. It's like a light switches off. It's not quite, I don't know if other people had different experiences. So it wasn't pitch black at all. But the difference between the second before total eclipse and actual eclipse was stark.
Did it get cold?
It got cold. It felt 10 degrees colder. They reported on whatever the temperature difference was, but it felt man, I get the dinosaurs, man. If there was ash or whatever covering the sun, there was no hope for those dinosaurs. No hope for those dinosaurs, man. Yep. Anyways, if you're thinking about in 21 years whether to go see Totality, I think you should, because it's going across a lot of America. So I feel including Alabama. Very excited about it.
If we still live here, if we're still doing this podcast in 20 years.
We'll rent out our houses.
We'll still be doing this podcast in 20 years.
Maybe we'll do a live Totality podcast. And I was especially happy. This probably happened all over the country. But as soon as the eclipse happened, whoever was in charge of the playlist immediately started to blast Total Eclipse of the Heart. And I was like, nice.
Nice.
Anyways, it was so cool. And I took a video for my kids,
okay.
and they were really like, because they watched it here, even though it's not totality, but they still got to watch it and learn about the eclipse. So it was great. It was so great. I hope to be alive. I was talking to someone, they're like, I don't know if I'll be alive in 20 years. I was like, oh,
I know. Well, when I first saw it was going to be in 2044, I was like, well, man, I'll probably be dead by then. And then I started doing the math, and I was like, well, I hope I'm not dead by then.
I should be here. And if I'm not, something probably went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Anyways, sorry. I just had to say that.
Prison.
I just had to say that because it was so good. Anyway. Oh, that would be cute if Brittany and Little Brett had their own podcast.
Little Brett.
The little prosecutors. Oh, wait. Can I tell you one more anecdote today? Because I've missed you. It's been like a week.
It has been.
I hope no one from my work is on this chat right now. So we had like a really long internal meeting today for work. And like, not everybody knows I have a podcast. Like a couple people, and all they do is like make fun of me incessantly about it, which is very appropriate. And so I had to speak during the meeting, but like I was probably 3/4 through the agenda of the meeting. And the meeting was supposed to be an hour long. And by the time it was time for me to talk, it was already past an hour. So in other words, like this meeting was going way long, and everybody knows how you feel about those meetings. So no one wanted to hear me talk. And so someone I work with texted me from a different office and was like $5 if you can use the term the prosecutors, but not in the context of your podcast in your official comments to the entire law firm. And I was like, challenge accepted. And y'all, I had 30 seconds to come up with it, and I nailed it.
Excellent work.
But only that one office knew. And so I like saw that like Zoom box like erupt right when I was talking. But it was totally worth it. Nobody else had any idea what I was talking about, but nailed it.
Nailed it. That's
okay.
Funny.
Anyways, now back to the real reason we're here, which I'm very excited because we find out today why his name is DB Cooper.
DB Cooper.
DB Cooper. And we found him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. All right. Well, you ready to start?
Yeah. We're already recording. We're good. Yep. Ready. Thanks for letting me tell my stories. It is the middle of April. Happy Tax Day, everybody. How is that possible? Where did
it's crazy.
the year go? Where did this month go?
I don't know.
I was saying something like,
where does life go?
I was talking about like a deadline to some folks at work, and I was like, well, we'll be able to do it this month. And I was like, I'm sorry, this week. And they were like, well, this week is basically this month. And I was like, oh my goodness.
We're coming in on 4 years.
Yeah, I know.
Of this podcast.
That's crazy.
4 years.
It's like actually crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man. That is bananas. BANANAS.
Bananas.
Okay.
Banana.
Don't say we're gonna wrap up DB Cooper today, because I don't see that happening.
We're not wrapping up.
Okay, good. Because I was like, there's no way we're gonna wrap it up today.
Because the suspects section just keeps getting longer.
Well, here's the thing: it's not solved, so we might as well go through all the suspects because maybe we'll solve it.
Hello. Hello.
You taking a call? We too boring for you?
I am.
Oh my goodness! I apologize, you guys. I don't take calls when I'm talking to you. Are you calling someone?
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Doing okay?
Sorry, we had a bedtime question, and she's more important than you are. So
it's not
apologies,
me. It's offensive to all the people who are
not
here.
Really. Well, she's way more important than they are. So sorry, guys. You just gotta wait. Okay, let's see.
Brett's not really a people person. I wouldn't say that. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I blacked out from all the chocolate yesterday. What happened? Yeah. You've probably insulted half our listeners, as you tend to do. It's fine, though. It's the half we don't like. I'm not trying to make friends here. I'm trying to speak the truth.
Just the truth.
Okay. Are we ready?
I've been ready.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, I guess I should pick a word for you.
You should, but we don't
one.
have to. Maybe you can call someone to figure it out.
I gotta get. As they note, you were texting the whole time, so I don't want to hear.
I wasn't texting. I was seeing if Mrs. Brett was texting both of us and why I need to be called.
If you notice, Alice is often texting in the middle of the
I'm actually not. I'm actually looking up things on my phone so I don't have to clack on my computer.
Sure, you are. Sure. Whatever, Alice. We really believe you.
Why are you so spicy today? What did I do to you? My goodness. Are you actually on Team Delphi and I totally just offended you last night? Whew. Look at us fitting that into an hour.
An hour
plus.
17
hour plus.
minutes. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. We didn't get ads, so we don't have any ads this week. We're just going to go.
Didn't we do it? What day is today?
Today is
that was
Monday.
last week.
That was last week.
I'll
check real quick just to make sure nothing came through.
Totally lost track of time. I thought we just recorded ads, but it was like a week ago.
It was.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Oh, we do have we just got it 3 hours ago.
Yeah, we sure did.
Here, let me stop this recording.
Oh, we only have one to record, too. That's good. Oh, no, actually, we have 3 to record. I'm not the best counter. I'm not a great counter.
Get this, adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Wondery. Greenlight.com/Wondery.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY at checkout.
I thought about wearing a suit, but then I thought better of it.
No one wants to wear a suit at 8:30 p.m. So I can imagine a suit. That's good enough.
There you go. Imagine a clip-on tie. Let's see. Where we at? We're the theories, right?
We're at Who is DB Cooper?
Who is DB Cooper?
We are at the question. Who is DB Cooper?
Who is DB Cooper? All right. I'm ready if you are. Are the people ready?
I don't know if the people are ready for this. I mean, I feel like you're already in character because the answer is Brett is DB Cooper.
D. Brett Cooper.
Brett Cooper.
D. Brett Cooper. Okay, here we go.
Did you go buy that cigarette for this, or did you just have it?
Yeah, of course I bought it for this. I would never have. What are you talking about? Like I would have cigarettes in the house.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
what a bad example.
That would be terrible.
Oh my goodness.
It's a Camel. Come on. Newport. Goodness gracious. Okay.
It's a camel, not an animal.
It is a menthol. I think this is menthol. Actually, I think this is Camel Blue. So, never mind. Not a menthol. Oh, here we go. Are we recording? We're recording, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording. Look, you do you. I'm just letting you have your day.
Okay. I'm so excited. Here we go.
I know you are.
We're going to do this.
Can't
Let's
wait.
rock and roll. All right.
I spent my birthday in a meeting all day. So
it's the best way to
this
spend
is
a
the
birthday.
highlight, y'all. This is way better than sitting in a meeting. That is all. That is all I have.
So we stop in this extra recording. I mean, I can talk about this for the rest of the night if you want to.
I mean, as much fun as that would be, I feel like that cigarette's going to disintegrate in your mouth if you don't smoke it right now.
I'm glad you've given me permission.
I'm not giving you permission. I merely see the inevitable. Has it turned into dip at this point?
Whatever you want and make up whatever you want. And therefore, you just be like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. Right. Versus Catholics have to be very particular about exactly what is said. Because there's, like an actual like published catechesis of belief that you can't contradict. So
Right. Absolutely. Well,
awesome.
If you say anything that contradicts it, just let us know. We'll take it out.
Yeah. Or if you don't care, that's fine too.
yeah, awesome.
So we're going to do this as a legal briefs, but we'll release it on both podcasts. So it gets maximum exposure.
When we've done interviews of like other folks, whether it's movies, documentaries, whatnot, we usually just release them on both to reach the broader audience.
Well, I was telling you, it's a big time. I mean, legally, there is so much. I mean, Father always calls it the demon's most legalistic entities in the universe because they're relying on technicalities and violations of God's law to occupy spiritual real estate. So, that's good. So we got that. That's good.
Wow.
So yeah, that's exactly. So we can take it any direction you want, and it's very much like that.
Yeah, no, you're
like going to be the one who really takes it in the direction.
You take it wherever you want to
go in.
Okay, so we typically do a sign-on. You'll hear I'm going to say, welcome back to the Legal Briefs, Alice, Brett, and then it's Buffet, right? Am I saying it right?
You got it. Yeah, the Honorable His Eminence Monsieur Buffet the Great.
Spoken like a true Protestant. I'm just kidding.
And then one other question before we get started. When do you want this to be released?
So, I'd say, one, what's the convergence of convenience and expediency for y'all? Because I would say we definitely want to, we're doing a Kickstarter right now. We want to send people over to sign up for it. On the other hand, we're probably going to launch it pretty soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm also like, it's probably good to have something go live, like when we're actually like, right. Because right now we're getting people to sign up for the pre-launch, which is really important for Kickstarter because that's a certain percentage of them donate. And then after that, when the campaign's live for 30 days, we want as many people to donate as possible too. So kind of you tell me what's convenient for y'all.
Let me tell you this. Do you want it this week, next week, or longer?
Yeah, we can do it as early as Wednesday.
Let's see here. I would say, why don't we, why don't you, how about we'll do it we can do it we can do it next week if that works for y'all. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry, the week after next if that works.
Sure. So we'll confirm with you, but so that'll be the week of the 11th, March 13th.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
We can do that.
The good thing about like kind of being an independent operation is very, very few people tell us what to do.
That's the whole point of being a Protestant.
Oh, you and Brett are just gonna beat me up all night. I can tell. No. Okay, Ryan Buffet, what do I call you? Producer and host of
and star
Exorcist Files.
Talent.
Star.
Yeah.
Talent.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that good? Anything else you want me to mention within that kind of intro?
You just it's you just say he's a producer, and you can mention producer, and just say he's a producer because I have a commercial agency and all that stuff, but you can say I'm a producer, and then creator, host, and producer of the Exorcist Files.
And then we're actually going to have you say the things you do. Okay, I'll get us started so we can get this show on the road.
I used to do paranormal investigation when I was in college, and one thing I always tell people, the thing that happened that was always the craziest was your batteries would just go dead. You'd go to places and the batteries would just die. You never know why. How you doing, Alice?
Sorry, can you hear me?
There you go.
There we go.
That was weird.
That was exactly what you just talked about, Brett. That's terrifying.
There you go.
I don't like this. Brian, you should know. Ryan, you should know between me and Brett. So Brett, hunts the paranormal and the terrifying things in life. I run from them, and so of course that would have just happened. So those of you who are listening at home, I was in the middle of talking, and my mic just shut off.
That has never happened. Usually I'm the one with technical
No.
problems.
It really has never happened. This has been happening to Brett because he got a new computer and software was incompatible. But I just want you guys to know that was not planned. If you're watching this, I'm very freaked out right now. I don't like that 3D shadow behind you, Ryan. So, Brett, why don't you take over questioning right now? Because I'm freaked out.
March, the week of... See you later, Alice. Do you want to record again tomorrow?
Tomorrow, sure.
Okay.
What do you want? Robert Wong?
Yeah, we can do Robert Wong. Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You tired?
I'm doing great.
Man, weekends I'm tired. By the end of the weekend, I'm like, that was a lot of kid time. It was a lot of kid time.
So let's see. Let's do Robert 1 tomorrow. We can do another. We could do Rule 803.
Do we have a legal brief for this Friday?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got what we recorded last week, whatever that was.
Okay. I just didn't know.
I can't even remember.
Taylor Swift? No, Taylor Swift already came out. So do we have one before?
Are you sure?
No. I'm sorry. Instagram said it was coming out, but it hasn't come out.
Right.
Sorry. Yes.
We can do more hearsay.
Okay. I mean, Delphi is never ending.
Yeah, let's do hearsay unless there's news that we need to talk about.
And is there a hearing? Another hearing coming up? No.
Well, eventually they're going to have the contempt hearing.
Right, but has that been set?
It's in March.
Okay, and so we still have some time. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna go, do some work or something. Right. I don't know.
I'll schedule our thing for tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're the best.
I'll talk to you later. You're the best.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. And
I was holding up my fingers to the microphone, but that's incorrect.
Yeah. Microphone,
I meant to hold it up to the
microphone can't see you.
Yeah. Do you want to do ads first or after?
Yeah, let's do it after. Okay. And I sent you.
I saw.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone.
And hello, everybody. Hello. It's been a heck of a day.
Yeah.
You sound like you had a busy day.
We've been very busy, and then you and I were talking to people.
Busy too. Yeah. Are you busy because you're traveling or because of work?
Well, we're in the process of hiring people, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's hence the interview.
Doing interviews.
That always takes up so much time.
It does. Mm-hmm. But
I hope there are some good candidates
there were some good
that
ones.
Can replace Alice.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Still trying to fill those shoes. But
they're pretty small, guys. Yeah. Although, does this happen to anybody else? I know I've been talking a lot about being a mom these days, but my feet never shrank after they grew when I was pregnant.
She looks like a hobbit.
I do kind of look like a hobbit. My mom warned me that this happened to her. This does not happen to every woman, but most people, your feet swell and they get bigger, but then they go back when your baby's born. My feet decided to stay big.
Just gives you a bigger base. You don't have to worry about falling over so much.
You know what? That's one way to look at it, but it also means I have to give away all my shoes because none of my shoes fit me. So man.
Well, there you go.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, I just thought you guys should say this because, I'm sitting in baby Brittany's closet and I'm staring at a rack, 4 racks of shoes that people have given her, hand-me-downs. But she has more shoes than anyone I know. But she doesn't wear shoes because she's a baby.
Because she's a baby. Yeah.
Because she's a baby. So I'm looking at all her shoes. I'm like, she has all these shoes. I don't have a single shoe. Because my feet are too big.
Gives a whole new meaning to barefoot and pregnant, right?
You're barefoot for a reason. I get it now. Goodness gracious. Anyways. All right. You guys want to hear about... Oh, wait. Is this... Let me look up this word. I don't want to, accidentally say something really inappropriate.
Like taint queen? I just say it. Anyway.
You know what? I just hit my nose on the table because I hit it so hard. That really hurt. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. I'm coming up with a descriptor. That's what I'm doing.
Here, we're all family here. Just, you can share it. And if it's
all
inappropriate, Lillian will tell you. I have faith in Lillian's judgment.
No, it's just hard to think of it on the spot. I usually come up with it before we start recording. I mean, before we go live, so that I can have it in my mind. I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, here we go. Reach out to us at ProsecutorsPod on X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of the social medias. We are there and we read your messages. But until next time, I'm Alice.
And I'm Brett.
And this is the Prosecutor's Legal Briefs.
Had to swallow that bourbon real fast. Get my line
I was
out.
going to say, Jason, you should leave in that ice clink.
All right, let's save this and then we'll do some ads.
Great idea.
Remember, no H word.
Worries.
And it'll just be 100 of our best friends who will.
That's right.
I got to tell you, I was just cracking up when I first was listening to, you guys did an interview with Jason Blair.
Yeah.
And Alice, you had the greatest line. And I'm Brett.
If only that were a line.
I said, she's got to be kidding on that one. She's got to be.
If only I were kidding.
Yeah, that was so great. I loved when you guys did that stuff.
Thanks for laughing with me and not at me.
Oh, no, not at you at all. Just the total humanity. We've all done that stuff. I can't tell you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're all about the bloopers, not on purpose. There's just so much fodder.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just never. And of course, fortunately, just recording this stuff, I'm sure that my producers come up with some bloopers, things that I always say wrong constantly. I never can say 3-judge panel. I always say 3-panel judge. I don't know why. That's just
I like 3-panel judge.
Yeah. Well, these folks in the chat over here have a long list of things that they think I say wrong. So, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
They have a little bit of bias against the old Southern accent.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's not
it's it's constantly making fun of me. Hurts my feelings. No.
Yeah, I get that too, because I'm the only one who pronounces it Florida, and everyone corrects me. It's Florida. Can't you say it? Florida.
I like Florida.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's kind of funny that you spent so much time down
Kissing
there. Well, hey, Alice pulled that one in one of our.
I know, I saw that one too.
I did.
We all do that with the towns down there. So many.
It's hard, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, we ready to rock and roll?
I'm so excited. Yes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The Prosecutors. I'm Brett, and I'm joined. Let me try that again. See, I'm just so nervous.
Already off to a good start.
So nervous.
Already off to a good start.
Okay, let me try that again. Okay. Awesome.
I got to say, I'm so glad I didn't mess up my name. I was like,
Alice does it all the time.
I was going to say, not the only one.
But
no, I've done it before, but I didn't do it this time. Thank God.
Gilbert, this was such a treat.
I had a blast.
Thank
You guys are the best. I love listening to your shows, and I just can't thank you enough. Honestly, there's no other podcasts that are doing what you're doing. I mean, for people like me that just listen to hear the way you talk about and use your own personal opinions about, hey, I've had witnesses do this before and talk about this. I loved when, Allison, you're talking about somebody straightening up a room and how suspicious that looks when they do actually. I mean, that's the stuff I never think of, but that's the kind of stuff I love to hear. And it makes me think about these cases a little harder. So.
Well, thank you. The respect is mutual, and please, pass along our thanks to Kelsey as well. I agree with you. I think she is a fantastic interrogator without being an interrogator.
Oh.
She is so good at questioning. We question witnesses as part of our job, and the way she was able to get Jeremy to say certain things, I thought was just incredibly artful.
Yeah, it really was.
And her interview of that one former DA or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Oh, I have to tell you, I'm going to put that in the book. That story is really funny because I couldn't make it that day. And so she was there on her own. She's at that point, I think she's 23 years old. She had no experience. And, she's like, I'm just a researcher. But I'm like, no, now you're actually going in there and you're going to interview them. And I actually felt sorry for him because I knew she had such command of the case. And when he started to try to bamboozle her about this stuff, I knew she was going to correct him.
That was so awesome to see.
And people are like, it's a good thing she did that because you never would have asked those hard questions.
That's right. That's right. It's the unassuming, veneer.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look, this has been so much fun. Thank you. Yeah. I know you're on the East Coast, so thanks for.
I had a blast with you guys. I had a blast.
Thanks for letting us do it with our patrons.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gilbert. We can't wait to see you again soon.
I hope so
All right.
too. Say huge
Talk
fans.
to you
guys.
later.
Bye now.
Bye, Gilbert.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was awesome.
No, that was such a fun interview.
fun.
He's just
He's
incredible.
a very nice guy.
He's so humble.
I know. Before I first started doing this case, I was like, man, it's going to suck to break his heart. But he's so nice. But it worked out.
That's true. And I survived.
You did. You made it. Good job, Alice.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off, guys, because Alice needs to go to bed. But
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We'll see you guys probably next week sometime when Alice is recovered.
No, I'm great.
Go
Bye,
get some
guys.
sleep, Alice.
I will.
Bye, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My book today.
Your book. Nice.
Yeah. The code and rules.
Are you feeling stuck in your career or lacking employment at the moment? Experiencing symptoms of job dissatisfaction? You might be suffering from a common condition known as career stagnation. But don't worry, there's a solution. Monster.com. Monster.com offers a comprehensive suite of career-boosting tools designed just for you. Our free resume review and AI interview prep tool will help you stand out from the crowd. Need more guidance? Dive into our career advice articles for expert tips and insights. And don't forget to check out our salary tools to ensure you're getting paid what you're worth. Side effects may include a new job, increased confidence, and a brighter future. Consult Monster.com today and take the first step towards your new career. Ready for your next job opportunity? Visit Monster.com now.
How many deep questions? How about hearsay? Do I sound okay to you guys?
You sound fine to me, but let's see what say the chat. What saith the chat?
Yeah, I guess it's fine. I just don't know what's
You
going
sound
on.
perfectly fine to me, I will say. Maybe are you wearing the same headphones?
Well, no, I changed into these headphones last time and they worked better.
Huh.
This time they don't. It's fine. I can hear myself. It's fine.
That's good.
As long as there's no static and it doesn't sound tinny, it's fine.
Great.
Okay. We ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So
And
let's
just by the way,
give
Brett,
you sort
your
of.
sound is getting weird. I don't know.
Oh, do I sound weird to you?
I think it'll be fine on your end that we're recording separately, but you are like cutting in and out.
Yeah, let's see. My internet's not great.
It's like
tonight
back in
for
the
some
day
reason.
when your software. It might just be internet because you're getting staticky. So I think
Yeah, my little bar
it's fine because we're recording locally. But I just wanted to let you know.
Right. I think for the recording purposes, it'll be fine. But let me see if I can use my phones.
Are
as a
you
hotspot,
getting?
because
Is there some like electronic attack going on?
my local, I'll say this: since all that weirdness happened, even though I don't think it was attacked, my home internet has like taken a huge hit, and I'm not sure exactly what's
Are you
going on there.
AT&T?
No, we're
Are you AT&T? Oh, they're
one
saying
of them.
I'm weird too.
Spectrum. You're weird too.
Do I
it's
sound
y'all's
weird to
fault.
you?
Maybe
They
it's on
said
y'all's end.
I sound weird.
That's weird. Maybe someone's attacking our show. They're coming after us.
I don't
Alice.
know. Okay,
coming
well,
after us.
we're recording locally, so whatever. I can
Whatever.
for
Y'all
the
just
most
have to
part
live with
hear
it.
you. I'll say
Sorry.
that. Yep.
Okay, before we stop, I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out my sound.
Okay.
real quick.
Apparently, I was freezing too. So maybe our internet here where we live is just being attacked. I'll just start talking. How's everyone doing? Leap Day? Did anyone celebrate Leap Day? That's my question. I was very excited about Leap Day, and I was kind of sad I didn't have I'm here with you guys. That's celebratory. But
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Can
Hello.
you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me? No?
I can.
Hello. Oh.
I can't decide if it sounds better or not.
You sound the same to me.
Well, I just realized that I don't have to have. I've had my headphones running through another thing, and I didn't actually have to do that. I can just plug them directly into the box. So I did
Nice.
that. I don't know.
Oh, apparently I froze too. Oh, well.
Hello.
It must be something with the
Hello.
internet here because we have different internets. I don't have Spectrum. So I think internet in general must be going weird. You know what? I did have internet problems today when I was working too. So, but you can't hear me right now. Anyways. Yeah. Is it anyone's birthday on February 29th? My brother was born 2 days shy of leap day. He was born on the 27th. So happy birthday to him. But it would have been really cool if you were a leap day baby. Leap day, William. Got it. I can't believe it's March. Where has 2024 gone? I don't know if that Brett can hear us at all. But truly, where has 2024 gone?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, great. I'm just talking to myself, trying to figure out your sound issues.
It's
a Marco Polo situation here.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions? AMA, ask me anything. Oh, wait. Birdie asked, how do you feel about the party coming up? Good. Sad because like all of a sudden she doesn't seem like a baby. She seems like a toddler already. She's not walking, but she seems big. All of a
We
sudden.
went to look at elementary schools and talk about breaking my heart.
I know. And like I don't know, it just really hit me because my oldest, he's 6, but then it like hit me that 1/3 of the time where he's gonna be under my roof has already passed. And that's crazy. You know, like when someone said that, I was like, don't do that to me. He's still a baby.
That's wild.
Does she have any
I don't know.
words? Yes. She still says cheese a lot. She still refuses to say mama. So, you know, it's going to be our relationship. But she says like the cutest, bye-bye. With the b first. It's great. Bye-bye. And it's really offensive because if someone walks in a room, she'll turn to whoever she was playing with before and just like wave and say, bye-bye, like time for you to leave. Wow, you are really Blair Witch Projecting over there.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness. You are it's true. You know it.
Chords.
I don't know. Did you are your chords different now?
Well, I'm unhooking something.
Okay. All right. There's that.
Y'all get a good shot of my bourbon.
Your zipper. Your zippers.
The zipper.
Bye-bye. And then hiya. And she also says hiya. I remember when my son, I think I said this before, but my son went to school and had this like really sweet teacher from Mississippi with like a thick Mississippi accent. And all of a sudden, like in 24 hours, he spoke with a Mississippi accent. And I was like, you live with me your whole life? And then all it takes is 24 hours with this wonderful teacher, and you completely change the way you speak. He'd be like, can we go there?
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but like, all it took was 24 hours to completely erase everything that mom taught him.
I don't know. Maybe these last few episodes will sound terrible. I don't
Who
know.
knows? Whatever. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't decide whether it sounds okay or not.
Do you want to stop and listen to the recording back?
Well, I'll be listening through the same headphones, so presumably.
Can you unplug the headphones and just listen to it from your computer to see how it sounds?
My computer doesn't have the best speakers.
Oh.
We're just
But
gonna
you
have to
can
wait.
sometimes tell if it's like totally tinny or empty, you know?
True. But I feel like if it was like that, you guys would hear that.
I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Whatever. What do you guys think? Does it sound okay? It sounds like okay to you guys. It's just me. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Speaking of words, this goes back to our conversation about like not cursing in front of my kids. So they don't know a lot of words to put down people. And so it's been really fun to watch them like think of words that they think are really, really bad. And so my oldest was trying to come up with a word to describe messed up looking hyena in Lion King, the one that like has crazy eyes and whatever. And he was like, it's Ed. It's Ed. And I was like, oh, which one's Ed? I don't know. I didn't know they had names. And he was like, and he didn't have like a negative word, which I was kind of proud to describe.
That's good.
And he was like, he's the super bizarre looking one. And I was like, oh, that's like a really good description and also not too mean.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Don't worry. He'll learn real quick when he goes to school. But for now, that's his worst word to describe someone. He's so bizarre.
So we're traveling. When are we traveling, Alice?
Next Thursday. Yeah.
So when do you want to record next week?
It's a little hard because you saw that we have a conversation on Wednesday. And
Is it happening Wednesday?
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, let's do that. That's right.
We
I couldn't
have
do Wednesday night
recorded
anyways because
we have recorded 3 times this week, though.
We have. We could not do legal briefs next week.
I was going to say we could cut out one because then we could just put out one. Or I could also do this weekend if you want to do like Sunday, Monday. I'm okay with that. My only thought was it'd be nice to record after the Wednesday conversation, but whatever. It doesn't really matter.
I don't think we'll finish on Wednesday.
I agree with that. Or yeah,
So
I agree with that.
Let's record one episode. 'Cause I think it's going to be 4. Where
I
are we
think
at?
that's
Let me
right.
just pull that up real quick.
We are about to go into prosecutors' theories. So we haven't, there will be, I think, an entire episode on theories, probably.
Not our theories.
No, like just theories in general.
Are you sure?
No, we haven't gotten to theories. We have gotten to
We haven't gotten to
prosecutor
theories.
angles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about, that's Leo Schofield. That's the wrong one. Yeah, we got to talk about all the stuff from the trial and then get into theories. Hey, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Let's record one more episode.
Sure.
Sunday?
And we can do a legal briefs. That's fine. We could do Sunday, Monday.
I would rather do the prosecutors. Because I don't like to stay too far ahead on legal briefs because it's supposed to be
got it
like breaking news. Because we've got the
because we're traveling.
Gag orders.
We're traveling twice in March, so we're a little bit busier in March.
I'm gone for a whole week in March.
I know. That's what I'm saying is like we have a lot of travel, so we might have to get ahead a little bit. We could always bring no, not really. I don't want to bring all the microphones to record.
We need to get a travel microphone thing.
Yeah. When are we traveling again? Are we traveling again? Yes, we are. But that's only one day, so we're okay.
Next week? Yeah.
No, the week of the 21st.
Are we traveling that week too?
Remember? We're doing your crazy day trip.
Oh, well, I'm going skiing that week too. So I'm going that whole week.
I know. Okay. Well, do you want to stop recording right now?
Beautiful trip. Sure.
Okay.
Stop.
Let me save this. We don't have any more ads, right?
We do not.
Okay. Legal briefs. What is this? Hearsay 803? 803, Alice.
Sure. You're going to be so happy that we did that.
What? Oh, no, I am excited. I told you I'm excited. It's objectively crazy, but I'm very excited.
Yeah, well, I'm excited.
I know you are. It's wonderful. You know what we should do? We should get they're not going to understand it because they're all too young, but we should walk in with a boombox blasting it. And they'll be like, we don't understand this. It'll be like, look, every rapper in the 90s did this.
I've heard boomboxes are coming back.
Look, I literally call them boomboxes because I grew up dancing and we called it a boombox because you had to move your boombox around to different dance studios when we had rehearsal. Boombox. I don't know what else it's called. It's not stereo. It's called a boombox.
Yeah, boombox. That's what I would call it.
Yeah. I got my
boombox.
I got my first boombox when I turned 8. I remember clearly. It was like a Sony. I don't know why this is not letting me save. Are you having problems with our drive? Strange.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
It's not full, is it? No, it's got plenty.
No. I think we're being hacked internet wise. I think because mine says full bar.
Yeah, I think we're being hacked. I like film. I like physical pictures. They mean so much more to you.
It's true.
It's just funny.
I have so many electronic, but none of them are printed out.
Like the 90s and the 2000s, late 90s, 2000s destroyed so many things that now we wish we had. Like I was talking about computers. My wife wants to buy a new computer. I was like, wouldn't it be great if it was like the old days and you could go to a store and actually like look at the computers and think about like how you want to use it? It's like, you can't do that now. I mean, nobody actually has computers anymore. You just have to buy whatever's,
That's true.
online. That's just the way it is. And it's like, that's not cool. Where are malls? I wish malls. Bring the malls back. Blame.
Mine is really not letting me upload, just by the way.
What is it saying to you?
It okay, hold on. I'm trying a different way. Now it seems to be doing it, but it's taking really long.
I think our internet got like attacked. I really do.
I do too, because we have different carriers. And my home internet was weird today too during work.
I don't know what Best Buys y'all are going to. My Best Buy doesn't have anything in the store. So you go into that place and it looks like the zombie apocalypse happened.
It actually does. And they're like, it's like a kiosk where you can surf online, the bestbuy.com. And I'm like, wow, this is weird.
Here's the aisle where all the stuff would be if we had it.
But you can do ship to store and save on shipping.
You can do ship to store, which doesn't
Still
help me
warehouse.
accomplish the thing I want to accomplish.
It's a P.O. box for Best Buy.
Exactly. It's just like ridiculous. Anyway.
Okay. I think mine is like, it's uploading real slow. So I don't know if it's going to, I'll check in on it later. All right. I'm going to go do a little bit of work.
Hopefully by the next time we see you, all our equipment will work again.
I don't know, man. This is kind of crazy.
I don't really know what else is going on. I don't know what's going on. Like my recording and stuff and microphone, everything is working fine. It's just,
No, this is an internet thing. If we're both freezing, there's something going on.
Yeah.
Maybe I should restart my computer. I haven't done.
Maybe you should, Alice. You've frozen, so now would be a good time to do it.
Okay. We better just
all right.
cut our losses.
Bye, guys. Love you, mean it.
Maybe
have
a
good one. It could be. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of like, we don't even have the same internet,
But yesterday at the Super Bowl, I did see all of the ads for Wicked, so color me wrong.
There's that.
It's going to be
Oh, yeah,
But it's not the original cast. I mean,
well,
the
it's
original
almost
cast
never
is like
the
30 years
original
older
cast.
now.
You know how it is.
That's not true. They had the opportunity. It'd be one thing if
they'd done it 20 years
they didn't
ago.
know it was going to be so busy, so famous. They knew when it came out, and everyone loved the original cast. You know what I mean? You could always do a remake
Missed
later.
opportunity.
You can never do the original task again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's just a lost opportunity. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You okay?
But I'm very excited for Taylor's boyfriend for winning.
Yeah, I was happy for her. Lana was there.
That was a good ball game.
It irritated me. The 49ers just irritated me. Like, I didn't care who won. They just irritated me. Because everything they did.
What did they do?
It's like they didn't know how to play football anymore. Or coach football or call plays or do anything. They just
this is true.
So.
But like, Mahomes is just really good at what he does.
He is really good.
He never gets frazzled. And it's like it's very nice to watch.
But it's little things
really good at their craft.
not knowing the rules. Like, you would think you would know the rules going into the game.
It's frustrating.
So, but whatever. The better prepared team won. So, good for them.
That is true. Okay. Let me think about a descriptor.
Good job, Alice. Good job.
Oh, that was funny.
So we may or may not be back tomorrow. It's going to depend on how Alice feels. We may just take the rest of the week off.
Well, I will try. Part of it is I still have so much work to do because I was stuck at the doctor's office for hours today. Not their fault. I guess everybody's sick, so, there's that.
It's a rough time. I'm glad I'm not sick for once in a while.
I know. But I'm really glad you're not sick. One of us has to carry the other. I know. I've been drinking. Thank you, guys. I trust me, I've never been sick this long before. I guess I've never had the flu. I don't know. But I do think it's so funny that when I went to the doctor today, because I was like, I've never been to the doctor. I don't have a general practitioner. I called one today, Brett. I think it was the one that you go to.
It's called Lily.
I should call Lily, but okay, get this. I know that there's like a massive shortage in like internal medicine people. I called your doctor and I was like, hey, just want to set up a general, I don't have a doctor. I need to find a doctor. And the lady literally laughed at me and she was like, yeah, in our practice, only one doctor is taking new patients and it's not till July. Bye. And hung up on me.
Got to go to ZocDoc, Alice.
I do have to go to ZocDoc, but I was just shocked. I was like, what if I wanted to make an appointment for July? Because clearly it's not going to get any shorter.
Yeah, seriously.
So, anyways, so I had to go to like a clinic and wait hours, but it's okay.
It's okay.
She was like, yeah, you're really sick, but it is what it is. And I was like, oh, okay. So I got good, no pneumonia, and she was like, not yet, but maybe not tomorrow. Yet. And I was like, what?
It's always tomorrow. All right. Well, don't forget to stop your recording, Alice.
Oh, totally forgot. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
And we'll see you guys later. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye. Bye.
I did say that. Well, thank you guys for putting up with my congestion, but it's really good to be with you guys and with you, Brett. And until next time, I'm Alice.
And I'm Brett.
And this is the Prosecutor's Podcast, Legal Briefs.
No, it's not.
Nope. One more time. And this is the Prosecutor's Legal Briefs. Are you there?
Okay. I don't know if I need to get like a new connection from
I feel like it's not
box to...
It doesn't feel like a technical issue. It feels like a software incompatibility issue.
It may be a software issue. I may need to
because it's like it's
something.
not like your microphone doesn't work. It's that it changes it. But anyway.
Well, it's like it shorts. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with it, but I should try and figure that out at some point instead of just ignoring it and hoping it'll go away.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Yes, we are ready. Okay.
I don't know
really
how far
quick
we're gonna get
because
either,
these people are so nice for asking. You guys, kids are amazing. He was like down for the count. I'm talking like his face was against the sink as I watched throw up off of his face yesterday. Couldn't move. Bouncing off the walls today. Bouncing off the walls. He's fine. So weird. But so thank you for asking. He's great. He's great.
That's kid for you.
That's a kid for
Okay,
you.
let's... All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it then. All right, let me see. Let me get you a superlative real quick.
Gee, don't sound so excited about it.
Anyway, okay, here we go. You ready?
He was back. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, sorry.
Like, what is that?
I have my
What is that
I have my
bizarre
headphones on,
noise?
so I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Sorry, that was my phone. I didn't know it was on. I thought like ice was falling down from the roof. Sorry, let me start that sentence over. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Just for the record, if you're curious,
Okay, good.
the standard for this
you guys
kind of
can
thing.
Still hear me though? There you go. Okay, you're back.
Oh, did I go away?
You
See,
went
I was
away.
just talking like crazy.
You were. You cut out at. Well, it doesn't really matter because you're still recording.
I cut out at where?
I said it doesn't really matter because you kept.
Oh, it
recording.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah, I did keep
you cut
recording.
out around when you said that Schofield's team said that they were in the process of asking for it, and Florida was like, meh, and then you cut out. So,
What do you think we should do? Should we keep going or should we stop?
I think this is a good stopping place.
If you think we can get through the rest of it
In
down
2
to the
episodes.
end of the trial, next episode.
I'm looking.
You see what I'm
through it.
saying?
I think we could because it's really only. Well, we are verbose.
I mean, we are who we are, right?
We are.
So,
And would it
There's-
be the first time when we said something was like 8 episodes and it's like 10? No.
no. But for the sake of like the flow of the series, the next episode should end before the new timeline starts. Does that make sense?
I think we are on. So we have to do like 8 pages. No,
I mean we could do. And the problem with doing Ed Gunther and all the blood stuff is then Nancy Stout is also the blood stuff.
I know. I was just thinking the flow of the blood.
The blood.
The flow of the blood. I did not mean to do that pun. But...
I think we should stop and do that next time.
I agree.
And then
because all that testimony flows together.
And then basically, so that is this episode 5. This is episode 5. So we can do all of that for episode 6. And then 7 we start the new timeline. And then 8
theories.
So that works out. If you think we can do that.
It might be 8.5. It could be a very long. I think episode 7 might be very long.
Episode 7 could be long. Yeah. But it could be very long. But that's why in episode 6 I want to get through the rest of this.
I think we can be diligent in 6 and get through it, because I think if we're gonna have a long episode 7 is the one that should be long.
Okay.
We got
so you
this.
think we stop here then?
I think so.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I do think all of this testimony flows together, and it would.
Because it's all about blood. Yeah.
It's the blood, man.
It's all about blood, and then Alice Scott. Finally get to Alice Scott.
Oh, Alice.
We got a lot to say about Alice.
A lot of negativeness in the chat, and I'm forgetting that they're talking about a different Alice. I'm like, guys, why are you so hard on Alice?
People named Alice.
I do stay up late. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Let me wrap it up.
All right. You all right there, bud?
Yeah, you know how it is. This disease just never lets go. Okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, don't worry, guys. I've not forgotten about the Brittany story, but let me stop for this recording so we can do ads.
Okay.
Did you see how efficient that was?
That was so efficient.
Okay. Leo, we're going to get through this. I mean, it might be a 5-hour episode, but we can do it.
Who's winning?
And
Kansas City.
Questions. Kansas, of course, because Taylor's there.
Taylor's there. Okay, so
I'm wearing like what I call my Mean Girls. I'm a cool mom. Jumpsuit.
Oh, is that right?
It's like a velour jumpsuit.
Okay.
That I've had for like 10 years, and I saw it today, and I was like, today is the day I wear this velour jumpsuit because it's freezing outside.
Who's everybody pulling for? I'm kind of for the Bills. I don't know.
Always for Taylor. I have no idea what the game is.
Kansas City's won so much lately.
Because Taylor showed up. Okay, we got to start recording or we're never going to finish.
Okay, we are recording. Okay, here we go.
I mean, you know.
Okay, let me get you a word real fast.
I think I just threw you one, but you know.
Did you?
I gave you a Mean Girls reference. I just have to say.
Okay. All right. Since you crammed it down my throat. Okay, here we go. I mean, I've always wanted to call you mean. So let's see. Hold on. Just quit pressuring me. Badgering me. Badger.
So everyone who's quoting Mean Girls in the chat, I see you. I think I can quote that movie word for word. Yay! Way to call out Lillian.
Oh, you know, I love Lillian.
Look, all I have to say is, still haven't even touched that award.
That's right there. I mean, you can look at it. You see it over my shoulder? See it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, you know, we just gotta win another one, so you can have that one.
Works, but they're like, they're old news, but we will not change. We will not change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pause here. This is in the wrong place. Hold on. This is in the wrong place. I gotta move this.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second. Alice, talk about your Odyssey.
I love my Odyssey. Did I talk about how I clean?
No.
Oh, okay. So I recently changed the configuration, which I love. I moved a child to the third row, and now I can't hear him because he's so far back. Today I went to the planetarium that we opened since COVID, and it was great. It was not a great day to go today, so it's probably good you did not go to the grand opening. But it was not great. Well, it was rain. It was like pouring down raining. And so they had an outdoor part of it, but all of it had to be crammed into the planetarium because it was raining. And so there were like 10 times more people than can fit inside the planetarium. And most of them were small children. So it was not ideal. And we watched, one of those like over the sky displays of the planets, and whoever made the movie, it was fantastic and beautiful and based on NASA pictures, but they drew in these like little Martians on like when they were talking about Mars, and it scared all of the kids in the planetarium. So everyone started like screaming when the little Martians came on the, larger than life ceiling.
Okay.
TV.
I have moved everything around. So
it's probably best.
We're ready.
Sorry.
You're right on the drink.
I know. Sorry about that. Oh, my goodness.
It was worth listening to, though. If you guys get a chance.
That was great.
It's,
I just scared everyone away in the parking lot while I was listening to it. But
I had a long drive, so I was able to listen to the whole thing, basically.
I listened to some of it, but then my kids refused to listen to it in the car, so I lose that driving time, Like, this is boring. Let's listen to something else.
All right. When are we recording again, Alice?
Tuesday?
Sounds fantastic.
Okay. Do you want to do another legal briefs, or do you want to do a case? We can do either's fine. I'm not traveling this week, so my schedule's a lot freer. Thank goodness.
Well, Julia said she would come do DB Cooper with us if we wanted her to.
Okay.
So we could always do DB Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Oh. I never plugged in my other camera. Well, this one's been fun.
Oh, I didn't even notice that it was different.
So we'll plug in the other one and see if it changes. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm fine with that if we want to do another DB Cooper. And then we're recording Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not with these people.
Sorry. We are recording Friday. We could also do Tuesday, Wednesday. I really can do any day this week except for Monday.
Okay. Let's do Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, that sounds good.
And we'll figure it out. All right.
I can do that.
Love you guys.
Right, let's save
this.
I
guess so.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. This is exactly how I want to end a busy day, though. Okay, I'm ready. I've already thought about the whatever you call it anyways, and freak everybody out who's here. Okay.
I'm ready whenever you are.